Hi everybody, Coach Keith here, and today I'm going to show you a superset to absolutely annihilate your hamstrings. Let's get started. Quick hamstring anatomy, 3 muscles we need to be concerned with. The outside muscle of the hamstrings, right here, biceps femoris, it crosses the knee joint, not the hip joint. To the inside, we have the semitendinosus, semimembranosus, they cross the hip and knee joint. So we can't target the hamstrings with just one movement. We need a hip hinge and a curl in order to hit both parts of the hamstring. All right, guys, first movement of the superset, we're going heavy. Romanian deadlift for 6 reps. Because each individual lifter is going to have different level of flexibility, what I like to do, start with the empty bar, hinge back as far as I can till my hamstrings are fully stretched. Then I'll set the safety pins at that level. That'll give me a touch point so that way, as the weights get heavier, I don't cheat the depth. Just make sure that you maintain tension on the hamstrings through the entire range of motion, and you don't let that tension go when you touch the pins. We want to make sure this stays a Romanian deadlift and doesn't turn into a pin pull. All right, guys, quick setup demonstration for the Romanian deadlift. If you're not familiar with it, this is a hip hinge only movement. This is going to be the top portion of a deadlift. So stance setup is going to be your feet just inside shoulder width, toes pointed slightly out. Now I'm going to use this piece of PVC pipe and this bench to demonstrate. My calves are up against this bench, so you will see if my knees come forward. We're only hinging back, our knees are not going to move from their soft unlocked position. So I'm going to take this PVC pipe and I'm going to put it right along my spine. Now, as you can see, the PVC pipe is right along my back. If I were to round at the lower back, you can see the piece of PVC pipe comes right up. So if we're doing a hinge correctly, that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to push our feet into the ground. We're going to simultaneously pull them apart. We're going to create that space. And then we're going to push our butt backwards. Hinge, 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 hinge. I feel that stretch in my hamstrings. Then I'm going to drive my glutes forward and meet the bar with my glutes. Think of the ascent as a standing hip thrust. You're driving your glutes forward, all that tension through the middle of your foot, and meet the bar with your glutes. Don't think pulling, think shoving your glutes forward towards the bar. If you think about pulling, I guarantee you're going to pull with your lower back, and that's just asking for an injury. Guys, here's the setup from the front. So my feet are shoulder width apart, toes pointed out. I'm going to push my feet into the ground and simultaneously try and pull them apart. So as you can see, when I push my feet into the ground and then I pull them apart, I open up my knees. This is going to create the space that's going to allow our pelvis to come forward into that hinge without rounding our lower back. All right, guys, now that we've hit the hamstrings with our heavy hip hinge movement, it's time to finish them off right here on the hamstring curl. Quick tip for the hamstring curl, if you have access to it, take a 1/2 inch mat and put it right at the edge of the pad where your knees hang off of, so it sits just under your thighs. This is going to increase the stretch and really make your hamstrings work even harder. All right, guys, last part of the superset, and we're finishing off with hamstring curls. 20 repetitions. Make sure that you squeeze the pads all the way until they touch your butt, and then control the weight on the way down, making sure to emphasize that deep stretch at the bottom. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Leave your questions in the comments section below. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and a share. Check out AmericanIronTraining.com for workout programs and apparel. I appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for watching.